You know how Genghis Khan was the most dominant conqueror in the world? Of course you do, right? This guy started with like 20,000 people in a small tribe and then unified all the Mongol tribes under his name. Something that hasn't been done for over 1,000 years. That's a triple S level feat. He then takes his 100,000 people army and goes, why don't we go to China, aka the top 3 strongest superpower in the world, and take them on? Oh wait, they have the Great Wall of China? Mate, I'm greater. Oh wait, they have like 1 million people in their army? Guess what? I'm smarter. Oh what, they got bleeding edge technology, gunpowder grenades, double-boat crossbows, iron pagoda cavalry? Nah, I'd win. So in 4 years, he went from some Mongol guy that controlled a bunch of tribes to putting one of the top dogs in the world under siege and winning. So now you're Sultan Muhammad II, and you're watching from a distance, hearing the rumors. Okay, this guy did something no one could do in 1,000 years? Okay, not bad, not bad. Oh, this guy is almost done taking down the jinns? Well, the jinns are more advanced than us, and they do have more people. This guy sounds pretty tough. But he's just some primitive nomad, ain't nothing I gotta worry about. Out of sight, out of mind. One day, you're the Sultan, just chilling, minding your own business, when bang, you get a message from one of your governor, and he goes, hey boss, remember that Genghis guy? Well, he sent 450 something merchants to my city to trade. But I just thought, despite the rumor that he's pretty strong, I'm just gonna kill the merchants and take his stuff, right? Waiting for your approval. Ta. Well, as the Sultan of the Khwarezmia Empire, the only logical solution would be to greenlight the killing. What are these Mongols gonna do? Ride over and fight? Another day, you're still the Sultan. Once again, chilling. Bang! Another message from the same governor. Hey boss, remember the merchants from Genghis that I killed? Well, it seems that I made them quite upset. They sent these 3 diplomats to me, 2 Mongols and 1 Muslim, very respectful to our culture, and he's just asking you to hand me over and pretend like nothing ever happened. Clearly, we should behead the Muslim and shave the beards of the 2 Mongols before sending them back just to be disrespectful. Get our feelings across. Let me know your thoughts. Ta. Well, clearly, as the Sultan of an empire, knowing that if I greenlight this move, it would likely lead to war with this Genghis fella, I should be really careful and approve it. Wartime, baby. But the Sultan is not stressed. These Mongols, they are primitive savages, basically barbarians on horse. And the Sultan, well, he's got 200,000 S-tier soldiers under his command. One-on-one, they would never lose. And 200,000, that was basically twice as many fighters as the Mongols had. Numbers advantage, strength advantage, as long as the Sultan doesn't spread them out so his army can be picked up one by one, he should be fine. Well, okay, they're spread out, but at least they're covering the north completely. The south can't be reached, and the east has this big F-off desert that no army has crossed in 1,000 years. And what does this Genghis guy know about doing things people haven't done in 1,000 years? Genghis pulls the greatest military flank in history. While the Sultan was busy fortifying and stationing his army, Genghis just pops up in the middle of his empire and drops the coldest line ever. I am the punishment of God. If you had not committed great sins, God would not have sent a punishment like me upon you. Whew. The dot finally connects for the wise Sultan. The allegations were true. Genghis is the chosen one, and he's taking this very personally. I gotta run. Genghis puts 20,000 men, plus his top 2 general, one widely regarded as one of the GOATs, on this chase. And not long later, broke, alone, and probably regretting everything in his life, the Sultan dies. But wait, that's only the Sultan. How about the rest of his bloodline? His mother, captured by the Mongols and made a servant in Mongol court, died in poverty. Wives and daughters, captured and given to Genghis' son and his top generals. No need for me to explain what their lives became. And sons, all captured and executed, except one, Jalal-ud-Din. In another life, under a different father, this guy would have been a hero. He was brave, tactical, and charismatic. This guy saw the gap left by his father when he died and jumped in no hesitation, knowing that meant fighting the Mongols. And fight them he did. He took on 30,000 Mongols and handed them their first L since Genghis took over. he went against an invincible army and won. When Genghis personally came to finish him off, Jalal rode his horse off a cliff into a raging river with Mongol archers over his back. Mate did something so crazy, even Genghis had to respect it, told his archers to stand down. But sadly, a king with no kingdom is no king, and Jalal died 10 years later, stabbed by a peasant, ending the bloodline. All because old wise guy Sultan couldn't be friendly with this Genghis fella.